Right. Shall we start? 51 onwards. So during a medical checkup, the heights of 50 students in a class were recorded as shown below in the table. Okay. So less than 180, 50. So those who are there in less than 175, they are also part of less than 180, right? There is a number 172, we can say that is less than 175, and that is even less than 180. So we need to rewrite this table. So how? Let's start with 155, that is smallest number onwards. 155, 160, 165, 170, 175, and then 180. Okay. So less than 155. From the last I am starting. How many people are there? 5. Now what is the difference here? Those 3 people will be between 155 and 160. Right. Next. What is the difference here? Come on. Those 10 people should be in between 160 and 165. Here what is the difference? 10. Next, what is difference here? 4. And 50, 132. 50 and 32 difference? 18. Clear? So these 18 people are between 175 and 180. Is this clear data? Come on. Now let's start. How many students have a height of 170 meters or more? 170 or more in the sense, these two only, right? Come on. These are all less than 170. But your question is about 170 or more. That is 4 plus 8. Answer 22. Third option. Number of students have a height less than 160 is less than 160. How many people are there? 8 people. 5 and 3. That is 8. Is what percent of number of students of height less than 175? Less than 175 in the sense sum of all these numbers? You know all the total value is 50. From 50 if you can subtract 18, you get 32 only, right? So your question is 8 is what percent with respect to 32? How much is this fraction? 1 by 4. Percentage wise 25. A can travel 384 kilometers distance in TIER-s. So this is not related to this table. Forget about it. Now A can travel 384 kilometers distance in TIER-s at some speed. If he decreased his speed by 32 km per hour, he takes 6 hours more to complete the journey. What is 50% of actual speed? Okay. So now you know the time difference is 6 hours. Correct? Right. So in which particular case it takes more time? When traveling with original speed or less speed? Speed decreased by how much? 32. That means if the original speed is s, now he is traveling with s minus 32. And to cover 384 kilometers with decreased speed s minus 32, this is the time taken. And to cover 384 kilometers, time to cover the original distance is 384 by s. And the difference between these timings is equal to 6. And there is only one variable. If you solve this equation, you will get s value. But I don't recommend you to follow the equation, solve the equation. So what do we do? Do remember s and s minus 32, both the values are in denominators. So they must be factors of the numerator only. Denominator must be a factor of numerator. Like that you need to first identify your value. And now your values are in options. That is the advantage here. Advantage ante ardhamainda? Your question is related to s only? Come on. And the values are in options. So let's see if it is first option or not. For example, if s is equal to 32, s minus s 32 becomes 0. But you are not asked to calculate s value, you are asked to calculate 50%. So if 50% is 32, originally 64 only. Let's see whether 64 is a factor or not. 384 divided by 64. Wait a minute. What is 10 times? అంటే ఈ నెంబర్కి ఈజీగా మనకు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసింది ఏంటో క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసుకుని దాని నుంచి జనరేట్ చేద్దాం. 10 times ఈజీయేనా? కమాన్. హాఫ్ చేయటం ఈజీయేనా? ఈ రెండింటి నుంచి ట్రై చేద్దాం. వాట్ ఈస్ 10 times of 64? హాఫ్. numerator is how much more than 320? That means 1 time more. 5 times plus 1, that is 6 times. Then what is this becomes? 4 minus 32, which is 32 only. 32 how many times? Once and then 2 times. Here you said 6. Is the difference is equal to right hand side number? Hence first option is final answer. Over. Next. If decreasing 240 by x% gives the same result as increasing 120 by x%, both are same numbers. One value is decreasing, the other value is increasing. Then 2x% of 330 is what percent more than 200, right? If you use equation, it takes a lot of time. So now there are two numbers, 240 and then 120, okay? You need to decrease this number by some percentage and increase 120 by the same percentage. First we have to identify what is that x value. So now when the percentages are same, percentage we can convert it to fraction also, right? Come on, we can convert into fraction also. So if it is p by q decreasing, this value is also p by q increasing, same fraction will be there. Come on, when you have same percentage, fraction also will be same. Now do remember, we are decreasing this number and increasing this number. That means the net effect is going to be between 120 and 240, correct? It's a wild guess I am saying now. Can you decrease this value by 50% so that after increasing this number by 50%, will you get same number? Etla vastadi raadu kada? No kada answer. If you decrease this value by 50%, that is equal to 120. But we are increasing 120, right? Both cannot be same. So let's go for 1/3. What is 1/3 of this number? 80. If you subtract 80, it becomes 160. What is 1/3 of this number? 40. If you increase 40, it becomes 160 only. So I can take my fraction value as 1/3. 1/3 in percentage is equal to 33 1/3. Or you can say 1/3 also, no problem at all. Okay. Now what is happening? Then 2x%. X percentage is 1/3. 2x% means 2/3. 2/3 of 330. What is 1/3 of 330? Number cheppandamma. 1/3 of 330. 110. 2/3 is 220. Is what percent more than 200? This is what we need to calculate, right? 220 is how much more than 200? 20. 20 with respect to 200 is what percentage? 10%. Second option, final answer. మీకు ఆన్సర్ రావాలి అని అంటే రెండే మార్గాలు. ఒకటికి చెయ్యికి పని పెట్టడం, ఇంకొకటి మైండ్కి పని పెట్టడం. ఇక్కడ మనం దేనికి పని పెడుతున్నాం? కమాన్ కమాన్, మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న వెపన్ ఏంటి? మీ చెయ్యా మీ మైండ్? అది మీరే ఆలోచించుకోండి. మైండ్ ఎక్కువ పని చేస్తుంది అని అంటే చేతికి తక్కువ పని పడుద్ది, చెయ్యి ఎక్కువ పని చేస్తుంది అంటే మైండ్కి తక్కువ పని పడుద్ది. వెపన్ ఏదో ఐడెంటిఫై చేసుకోవాలి. సార్ నేను బాగా స్పీడ్గా రాస్తాను సార్, నాకు చెయ్యికే ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీ ఇష్టం అది. ఇన్ సచ్ కేస్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ ద రైట్ పర్సన్ ఫర్ యూ. లేదు మీ మైండ్కి ఎక్కువ పని చెప్పాలి అని అనుకుంటే ప్రాబబ్లీ మై క్లాసెస్ ఆర్ యూస్ఫుల్. నెక్స్ట్ 55. How many workers earn less than 1400 in a day? Now first of all, this line graph is about daily earnings of 50 skilled person. Actually ఇది చదివేటప్పుడు నేను కిల్డ్ పర్సన్ అని చదివా, తర్వాత కొంచెం మళ్ళీ వర్డ్ ఏదో తేడాగా ఉంది, ఏంటిది కిల్డ్ ఏంటి అని అనుకుంటే అప్పుడు స్కిల్డ్ అర్థమైంది. రైట్, సో దెర్ ఆర్ 2 members who earn 800 to 1000. 10 members between 1000 to 1200. Like that, our question is how many members earning less than 1400 a day? Less than 1400 in the sense, this part we can consider, right? 10, 10, 2. Total 22. Easy question. Indilo pedda em ledhu tricky ga. What is the ratio of number of workers and in between 1200, 1400 and 800, 1000? 1200, 1400, 10. 800, 1000, 2. 10 by 2, 5 by 1. The ratio of efficiencies of ABC is 20, 15, 12. Right. So from this, what is A's efficiency? 20 parts. B, 15 parts. C, 12 parts. Working together, they will do 47 units, right? Or 47 parts. They can complete the work in 1123 by 47. Let's convert mixed fraction to improper. 11 into 47, 10 times plus 1 time. What is 10 times? 470. 1 time, 47. And then we need to add 23 also, right? Which is there in numerator. 47, 23, 70. 470, 70. So they need 540 by 47 days. Working together, they will do 47 units of work or 47 parts of work. This is what total work, correct? Total work done by all together in a day multiplied by total number of days taken. Now, BC working together can complete 3/5 of the work in how many days? This is total work, right? Now, BC should do how much fractional part of work? 3 by 5 work, in the sense 3 by 5 into this fellow only. And then, who are working together now? BC together can do how many units of work? That means divided by 27 only. Yes, 47, 47 cancel, units cancel, 27, 20 times 5, 4 times 3 into 4, 12 days answer. The ratio of percentages of P and Q 4 years from now, ikkada present anukodamma, the ratio of ages of P and Q 4 years from now will be 9:11. So after 4 years plus 4, present after 4 years, 9:11, 9 parts and then 11 parts. 8 years from now, that is after 8, 5:6, ratio is mentioned. What is the sum of percentages? You are asked to calculate sum of percentages. First, let me tell you the process, then without solving, we can answer this question. I'll do that later. So now, 4 years after and then 8 years after. What is age gap here? 4 years. For the first person, how many parts difference we have? 4 parts. And what is difference in terms of parts for second person? They are not equal, right? Age wise, years wise, for first person P as well as for Q, there is a difference of 4 years. But in terms of parts, difference is not same. So first of all, we should try to make the difference equal. Can I write 5:6 as 10:12? 10:12 is simplified form also 5:6, right? Now check. For first person, how many parts increased? Second person. So now we can conclude one part is equal to difference 4 years now. 9 parts in the sense 36. 11 parts in the sense 44. Now percentage of 4, when you know after 4 years, to get percentage we have to subtract 4 years only. This value becomes, and this becomes, our question is to identify sum of their percentages only, 72 final answer, right? Wait a minute. Now you need to know one more point here. Ante path pillalaku telse untundi. When you have two ratios and number in terms of difference in terms of parts is not same. First of all, 5:6 we converted to 10:12. That was the second ratio. First ratio was 9:11. We did not change the first ratio, but we changed second ratio. Sometimes we will change first ratio. Sometimes we will change second ratio. Sometimes we will change both ratios. There is a logic. First point. Second point. Why second ratio is changed to only 10:12? When 5:6 can be written as 15:18 also. 15:18. Simplified form is 5:6, right? But we are not using those type of numbers. We are using only 10:12. So why is it converted to only 10:12? There is a logic here. Now, old people, old students, come on. Difference of first ratio 2. Difference of values in second ratio. Now what do we need to go for? Cross multiplication. Once after taking cross multiplication, you get 9:11 and 1:12. Individual difference will be definitely equal after doing cross multiplication, and this is the logic. Okay, right. So now what is the other way to solve this question? I hope you are done with this. Right. So now from the question, 5:6 is their ages ratio after 8 years. What is sum in terms of number of parts after 8 years? Come on, 11 parts, right? 11 parts should be 11 multiple. Which number should be 11 multiple? After 8 years, sum of their age. Come on. But what is your question? Sum of their present ages. But we know sum of their age after 8 years must be a multiple of 11. So how many members are here? 2 members, P and Q. For each member we have to add 8 years. Together we have to add 16 years to get their age after 8 years. To get sum of their age after 8 years, for each member we have to add 8 years. So together we have to add 16. So in the option it is mentioned that their age, sum of their present age. Correct. To get their age after 8 years, how many years we have to add? 16. And that number must be a multiple of this number plus 16. No, right? This number plus 16. Plus 16. Maybe your answer. Plus 16. Third option answer. You don't have to write anything. Okay na? ఇలానే ఎందుకు చేయాలి? ఇది ఎందుకు వాడచ్చు, అది కూడా వాడచ్చు. Sum of their ages after 4 years is how many parts? 20 parts. That means should be a multiple of 20 only. After how many years? Sum of their age in the sense sum with respect to sum, how many years we have to add? 8. This number plus 8 should be 20 multiple. Will it satisfy? This fellow plus 8. This number plus 8. First of all, answer must end with 2. After adding 8, if it has to be a multiple of 20, number should end with 0, right? That means your value should end with 2. Like that, there is only one. After giving 2 successive discounts each of D% on the market price of an article, the total discount is 248. If the market price of the article is 800, then X is. Which is answer? Answer vachinda 248 kadamma, akkada 288 unte answer vastadi. It must be 288. Then you will get the answer. With 248 you will not get it. Let's change it to 288. Right. So successive discounts. When you are given 2 successive discounts, X% and then Y%, you know how to calculate overall discount, single discount, original discount. What is the formula? X plus Y plus XY by బంగారు కొండలు. ప్లస్ ఉంటుందా? ఇక్కడ ఏముంటుంది? మైనస్. సార్ మరి ఇది ఎక్కడో చదివినట్టుంది, మరి ఇది ఎక్కడ వాడాలి అమ్మా? If a single value changes for 2 times, change in the sense it may increase or decrease. To calculate overall change, we use this. Percentage chapter lo vastadi, profit and loss lo vastadi. Single value changes for 2 times. Salary of a person first increased by some percentage, then decreased by some percent. అర్థమవుతుందా? అక్కడ వాడేది ఇది. X plus Y plus XY by 100. ప్రాఫిట్ అండ్ లాస్లో ఒక ఐటమ్ నమ్ముతున్నాము. ఒక ఐటమ్ నమ్మినప్పుడు ప్రైస్లో 10% ప్రాఫిట్ వస్తుంది, వెయిట్లో 20% ప్రాఫిట్ వస్తుంది. ఓవరాల్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఎంత? సింగిల్ వాల్యూ చేంజింగ్ ఫర్ 2 times. అర్థమవుతుందా? కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇఫ్ ఏ సింగిల్ వాల్యూ చేంజెస్ ఫర్ 2 times, టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ ఓవరాల్ చేంజ్ we use X plus Y plus XY by 100. Clear? If it is successive discounts and to calculate single discount, it is X plus Y minus XY by 100. యాక్చువల్గా ఈ X plus Y minus XY by 100 అనేది కూడా దీని నుంచే వచ్చింది. మీలో కరెక్ట్గా ఎవరైనా ఉన్నట్లయితే నన్ను ఇమీడియట్గా అడుగుండేవాళ్ళు, సార్ సక్సెసివ్ డిస్కౌంట్ అంటే ఒక డిస్కౌంట్ని 2 సార్లు మారుస్తున్నాం కదా, ఇది కూడా మరి సింగిల్ వాల్యూ చేంజింగ్ ఫర్ 2 times కదా, మరి ఇక్కడ కూడా x ప్లస్ వై ప్లస్ xy బై 100 వేయాలి కదా అని అడగాలి. మీలో ఎవరైనా సరే కరెక్ట్గా ఉన్నట్లయితే ఇమ్మీడియట్గా క్వశ్చన్ పోస్ట్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. ఈ x ప్లస్ వై ప్లస్ xy బై 100 ఎప్పుడని చెప్పాను నేను? సింగిల్ వాల్యూ చేంజింగ్ ఫర్ 2 టైమ్స్. సక్సెసివ్ డిస్కౌంట్స్ అప్పుడు కూడా అదేగా. సింగిల్ వాల్యూ అంటే డిస్కౌంట్ అని మార్కెట్ ప్రైసేగా. మార్కెట్ ప్రైస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో చేంజింగ్ 2 టైమ్స్. దట్ వై ఈజ్ ఇట్ x ప్లస్ వై మైనస్ xy బై 100? లెట్ మీ టెల్ యూ దట్. ఓకే, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ let me take a plus b minus ab by 100. A, b are 2 successive discounts and this is equal to single discount. Now if a single value changes for 2 times, I said x plus y plus xy by 100. Okay, what are we giving now? Get ade. Are we increasing the number or decreasing the number? Decreasing the number, right? That means decrease in the sense it should be a negative number. So x is minus a, y is minus b. Are you getting my point? Minus a, minus b, minus of minus, plus ab by 100. Now what is that we are trying to calculate now? Single discount. Single discount in the sense overall decreased value, right? Hence we need to take minus common, then a plus b minus ab by 100. అర్థమైందా? ఓకేనా? రైట్, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో at the same time, even this value x plus y plus xy by 100 we use even in case of compound interest also. Somebody said compound interest లో కూడా మనం ఇదే వాడతాం. Every year if it is same percentage, compound interest for 2 years at x% per annum ఎంతమ్మా? x% plus x square by 100. ప్రతి ఇయర్ సేమ్ పర్సంటేజే కాబట్టి x వాల్యూ y వాల్యూ రెండు సేమే కదా. x plus x square by 100. ఓకే, రైట్. నౌ లెట్స్ సీ. సో ఈ వాల్యూ ఎంత అనుకున్నాం? 288. సో వాట్ ఈస్ సింగిల్ డిస్కౌంట్ ఫార్ములా? x% ప్లస్ సేమ్ పర్సంటేజ్ అన్నారు కదా, డిస్కౌంట్ డిఫరెంట్ కాదుగా, మైనస్ x square by 100. This is what percentage, right? Come on. Now how much is our discount now? 288. To convert into percentage with respect to market price only we will calculate discount percent. What is 1% of market price? 8. To convert into percentage divided by 1% value only, how much is that? 8. 3 times, 6 times, correct. From this x must be equal to 20% only. 20 plus 20, 40. 20 square by 100, 400 by 100, 4. 40 minus 4, 36%. Condition gets satisfied, so only for the value x is 20. Okay na? Come on. Next, you want me to discuss this? First, what do we need to complete? Number inside bracket, correct? So you all know that Bodmer's rule. Braces, then O. O stands for off. Come on, let's see. 8 into 8. Come on. So this entire value is divided by 64. Matladru. 8 into 8. 64 divided by 64. 1. Before that we have 8 plus 1 minus 8 divided by 8. 1 into 8. Now tell me what is number inside bracket? Divided by 1. You don't have to write it, right? So now let's concentrate on this fellow. Okay na? Off. 6 into 4. 4 into 6. 24 divided by 24. 1 into 4. So 1 into 4 divided by 1. Answer 4. First option. Next, a person sold an article at a loss of 20%. Had he sold it for 336 more, he would have gained 15%. To gain 18%, he should sold it for. Okay. Now, in first case, there was a loss of 20%. That is minus 20. Next case, what happened? Profit 15%. So minus 20 converted to plus 15. Correct? how much percentage got changed? That is because of 336 rupees only. Then 1% value is equal to 336 divided by 35 only. Right. Now what is your question about? We need to calculate selling price when there is a profit of 18%. When there is 18% profit, selling price must be equal to 118. Correct? Cancellation with 7. 5 times 7, 4 times 28, 56. 8 times. Okay now. Right. So 48 into 118. No multiplication rules are allowed. All are ending with 2.8 only. So yes, we have to calculate, no other way. 48 times in the sense, can I go for 50 times minus 2 times? How do you get 50 times? Take 100 times and make it half. Okay. What is 100 times of this number? 11,800. Half. 5,900. Correct? How many times is this? 50 times. But how many times we want? So we need to subtract 2 times. What is 2 times of 118? 236. Correct? Which is 5,664. Okay now. ఏంటమ్మా తప్పు చేశాను ఏంటి? 5900 236 correct 56. Yes, I'm right. 5664 divided by 5. How do you divide any number with 5? Divided by 10 into 2. Divided by 10 in the sense 566.4 into 2 in the sense 1132.8. Third option answer. Yes, got the one more logic also. See, our step was 336 divided by 35 into 118, right? Come on, pillalu. 336. Which multiple is this? 3 multiple. In denominator, do you see any 3 multiple? Then answer must be 3 multiple. Come on. 8 plus 1, 3 multiple. 5 plus 1, 3 multiple. Leftover number is not 3 multiple. So it cannot be your answer. Correct? 8 plus 1, 3 multiple. 4 plus 2, 3 multiple. Leftover number 4. Cannot be 3 multiple. Correct? 3. 8 plus 1, 3 multiple. 2 plus 1, 3 multiple. So this may be your answer. Hold it. 8 plus 1, 3 multiple. 2 plus 1, 3 multiple. Leftover number 2. Not a multiple of 3. There is only one. Final. ఇప్పుడు 3 మల్టిపుల్ అయినా 9 మల్టిపుల్ అయినా యూజువల్గా సమ్ ఆఫ్ డిజిట్స్ కదా. సో అన్ని నంబర్స్ని యాడ్ చేసి అది 3తో డివిజిబులా కాదా 9తో డివిజిబులా కాదా నేను చెక్ చేయను. ఇలా కాంబినేషన్ నెంబర్స్ తీసుకుని అవి నెంబర్స్ని తీసేస్తూ ఉంటాను. సో దట్ మై నెంబర్ గెట్ స్మాలర్ అండ్ స్మాలర్ అండ్ స్మాలర్. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ 9 మల్టిపులే కావాలి అని అనుకుందాం. 8 plus 1 9 అది తీసేస్తా. మిగిలింది 9 మల్టిపులా కాదా చెక్ చేద్దాం. అలా కూడా చేయొచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్, average of 12 numbers is 84. The average of last 5 numbers is 80 and that of first 4 numbers is 88. 1 2 3 4 first 4 numbers 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, 8 9 10 11 12. So total 12 numbers. Last 5 numbers, first 4 numbers. So how many numbers are missing now? 3 numbers. 5th number, 6th number, 7th number. These 3 numbers are missing. Correct? Yes, continue. 6th number is 12 less than 5th number and 10 less than 7th number. Okay. Now your question is about average of 5th number and 7th number. ఏదో ఒక నెంబర్ నెక్స్ట్ అని తీసుకుని స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం. 5th number, 6th number, 7th number లో. Okay. So now out of 12 numbers, what is happening to these 3 numbers? Are these numbers missing or repeating? If it is number missing case, I think చెప్పానా మీకు ఆల్రెడీ. If it is number missing case, what effect do we follow? Reverse effect or direct effect? Reverse effect. Reverse effect in the sense, if average is less, we will add. If average is more, subtract. Reverse అంటే ఆపోజిట్ లో చేయటం. యావరేజ్ తక్కువ ఉంది అనుకోండి యాడ్ చేస్తాం. యావరేజ్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది అని అంటే సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాం. రైట్. సో హౌ మెనీ numbers are missing? 3 numbers. So what is average of all 12 numbers? According to equality concept, every number is 84. So 5th number, 6th number, seventh number. All are 84 only. 84 3 times. 240 plus 12, 252. Come on. 252. Okay. Now, what is average of 5 numbers? 80. Is 80 more than original average or less than original average? Less. How much less? 4 less. For how many numbers? That means 4 into 5, 20 less, right? Which effect do we follow? That means we have to add 20. Okay. Next, average of first 4 numbers is 88. That is how much more or less than original average? More. How much more? 4 more. Like that, how many numbers are there? That means 4 into 4, 16 more, right? So, minus 16. This must be sum of 5th number, 6th number, 7th number, correct? But comparison is mentioned. Let me take our 5th number as x. Amma, idu okkasari gurtupettukondi. 252 plus 20 minus 16. Okay. Now, sum of 3 numbers, right? I am starting my 5th number as x. What is 6th number? 12 less than that. That means x minus 12 only. And 10 less than 7th number. With respect to 7th number, it must be 10 less. Then 7th number must be x minus 2. So, sum of 3 numbers is equal to this much. 3x minus 14 goes to right hand side, plus 14. 20 minus 16. 252 plus 4. 256. Left hand side total value 270. Then x is equal to 270 by 3, which is 90. Correct? What is your question about? Average of 5th number and average for these 2 numbers is x minus 1 only. Come on. If x is 90, x minus 1 is 89. Right, next. A sum amounts to 39 amounts to. What do you mean by it? Amount. That means principal plus interest. Amount of refers only principal. Amount of refers principal. Amounts to refers amount, which includes principal and interest. Right, 3978 in 3 years. And to 5967 in 3 years at certain rate of interest. Okay. Ikkada idi starting point. After 3 years, after 6 years. Amount is mentioned. 3978 amount after 3 years. 5967 amount after 6 years. And what is your question? And when their interest is compounded yearly, find the sum. Okay. Right. Ipudu ఇనీషియల్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ గ్యాప్ అమ్మా? ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ గ్యాప్? అంటే ఓవరాల్గా ఇక్కడ ఎంతైతే ఫ్రాక్షనల్ పార్ట్లో పెరుగుతుందో, పర్సంటేజ్లో పెరుగుతుందో, ఈ 3 ఇయర్స్ కూడా సేమే పెరగాలి కదా. ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్రాక్షనల్ పార్ట్, నాట్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎ నంబర్. నంబర్ డెఫినెట్గా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటుంది. బట్ పర్సంటేజ్లో ఫస్ట్ 3 ఇయర్స్కి ఎంత పెరిగిందో నెక్స్ట్ 3 ఇయర్స్కి కూడా అంతే పెరుగుతుంది. అవునా కాదా? రైట్. సో నౌ లెట్స్ ఐడెంటిఫై వాట్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్. అంటే ఇక్కడ మీరు చేయాలి అని అంటేనమ్మా మీకు యాక్చువల్ ప్రొసీజర్ చెప్తా, ఫస్ట్ వినండి. అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్టర్ 6 years బై అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్టర్ 3 years. అమౌంట్ ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ p ఇంటూ 1 ప్లస్ r బై 100 పవర్ 6 years కాబట్టి. డినామినేటర్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్టర్ 3 years p ఇంటూ 1 ప్లస్ r బై 100 టు ది పవర్ ఆఫ్ 3. 6 years after amount is 5967 by 3 years amount 3978. Correct? P gets cancelled both in numerator and denominator. Come on. So is equal to left hand side we have 1 plus r by 100 to the power of, here numerator 6 and denominator is 3. Cancellation, and after that you will have 3 is equal to some fractional part you will get. Using this you need to calculate first r value. And then again you need to use the formula. or need to substitute this R value in first equation or numerator or in the denominator, and then you need to get P value. This is the procedure. Will it take time or not? Yes or no? Forget about this. I never recommend formula first of all. Okay. What effect will happen here? The same effect will be there between initial value and amount after 3 years. Correct? Matladru. Let me tell me the difference between these two numbers. Difference between these two numbers. 19. 1989 is the difference between these two. ఇప్పుడు కనీసం ఇది చేయనప్పుడు ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ అన్నా చేయాలి కదా. నేను మిమ్మల్ని అంత పెద్ద చేయమన్నా, డిఫరెన్స్ చేయమన్నా, నువ్వు చేస్తావులే నేను చూస్తూ ఉంటాను అన్నట్టు చూస్తూ ఉన్నారు. 1989 is the difference. Correct. Now identify 1989 is what fractional part with respect to amount after 3 years, because interest is calculated on principal only, right? Between these two numbers I am treating this as principal and this as amount. Am I right? So whatever the difference that we have 1989, that must be calculated on 3978 only. What fractional part or what percentage is that? Half. Upon 3978, exactly half is 1989, right? So if it is half increasing, between these two numbers also half increase must be there. 50%, right? If it is 100%, this becomes 150%. That means both the numbers are in the ratio 2:3. 100%, 150%. Ratio 2:3. Where 3 parts is equal to 3, 9, 7, 8. 1 part is equal to 3 only. Come on. This number must be 2 parts. Hence 2 parts value is equal to into 2 only. That's what. You are done with it. 1, 3, 2, 6. 2 times 26, 52. Final answer. అక్కడ హాఫ్ పెరిగింది కాబట్టి ప్రిన్సిపల్ నుంచి 3 years కూడా హాఫే పెరగాలి. ఆ లాజిక్ అయితే అయిపోయింది ఆన్సర్. ఇప్పుడు చెక్ చేసుకోండి, ఆ రామాయణం బెటరా ఇది బెటరా. బట్ యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై వాట్ ఫ్రాక్షనల్ పార్ట్ ఇంక్రీజ్ హ్యాపెండ్ ఆర్ వాట్ పర్సంటేజ్ గాట్ ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. ఇందులో మనకున్న బిగ్గెస్ట్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటి? ఎందుకు చేయగలుగుతున్నాం ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఇలాగా? ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ ఉంది, ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్ ఉంది, గ్యాప్ సేమ్ ఉంది కాబట్టి లాజిక్ అప్లై అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? 9 years తర్వాత ఎంత అన్నారనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తామమ్మా? 5967ని హాఫ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తాం, డబుల్ కాదు, 50% కదా. మీ దుంపదగా ఈ 1989 3978లో ఎంత? మరి నెక్స్ట్ 3 years రావాలంటే 5967ని హాఫేగా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయాలి. అర్థమవుతుందా? రైట్. If the number 23,000 ఇదేదో పెద్ద నెంబర్ 7-digit number is completely divisible by 8, then the smallest integer in place of will be okay. So now out of given options, what is smallest one? 0. So that becomes 708. Come on. Is this divisible by 8? No. Next one 718. Is it divisible by 8? No. Next smallest number, is this divisible by 8? ఆప్షన్ నుంచి వెళ్ళటమేనమ్మా, ఏం చేయలేము ఇంకా. రైట్. యూఆర్ ఆస్క్డ్ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ a square plus b square. కామ్గా a square b square క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసి యాడ్ చేయటం అంతే. వాట్ డు యూ గెట్? 36 cos square x 49 sin square x plus 6 into 7 42 sin x cos x. Correct? When you take b square, what do you get? 36 sin square x. ఇంతకు ముందు ఏమొచ్చింది? 36 cos square. ఈ రెండు యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు 36గా అయిపోయేది. కమాన్. నెక్స్ట్ 7 cos square x చేస్తే ఏమవుద్ది? 49 cos square x. ముందేమొచ్చింది? 49 sin square. రెండు యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు ప్లస్సే కదా. కమాన్. 7 square 49. ఇంకేమొస్తుంది? మైనస్ 6 into 7 42 sin x cos x. ఈ రెండు క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతాయి కదా యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు. సో ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్ ఏంటి? 85. స్క్వేర్ చేసి యాడ్ చేయటమే, ఏం లేదు దానిలో. The radius of a circular garden is 63. The distance covered by running 10 rounds is, right, circular garden lo 1 round వేసామంటే that is equal to its perimeter only 2 pi r. What is radius? 63. This is distance covered in 1 round, but we have to calculate it for 10 rounds. 22 is there, so answer must be which multiple? First option? Come on. Yes, possible. Second option? No. Third option? Yes, possible. Fourth option? No. But 63 is also there. 63 is which multiple? Denominator. Do you have 9 multiples? At least 3. Answer must be? Can it be first option? Answer? Final. Otherwise you have to entirely calculate the value. Next. A plus B is 13, B plus C is 21, C plus A is 18. You may pick any two of those two equations. Any two. A2 తీసుకుందాం. ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ థర్డ్ మూడు ఉన్న A2 తీసుకుందాం. రెండు యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమొస్తుంది? A ప్లస్ 2B ప్లస్ C, అంతేనా? దీనిలోంచి మిగిలిన థర్డ్ సపరేట్ చేసామనుకోండి, A and C gets cancel. How much here left? 2B. Then from that if you make half you will get B value only, right? 13 plus 21 34. 34 minus 18 16. If 2B is equal to 16, B is equal to, దీని నుంచి అన్ని వాల్యూస్ వచ్చేస్తాయి కదా. A plus B ఎంత? 13. B 8 అయితే మరి A ఎంత అవ్వాలి? B plus C ఎంత? 21. మరి C ఎంత అవ్వాలి? 13. అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి అంటే A by B అనేగా అర్థం. A by B is equal to 5/8. Next, AB is parallel to QR in triangle PQR. Right, so find the area of triangle APB. APB అంటే ఇది కావాలి మనకి, అంతేనా? Right, PB, this is parallel to BR. BR కాదు, ఇది QR ఉండాలి. దట్ మస్ట్ బి QR. సారీ ఇది AB is parallel to QR. Yes, these two are parallel. Okay, so now when you have parallel triangles, this is APB, right? Come on, area of the triangle APB by area of the triangle PQR must be equal to PB square by PR whole square. Correct? Come on. Yes. So PB, how many parts is it? Square is 25. Now this is 5, BR is equal to 6 parts, then PR is equal to, come on, 11 square 121. So now from PQR triangle if you subtract PAB triangle, that gives you quadrilateral area only. Come on, PQR area is equal to how many parts? 121 and APB 25. Difference is quadrilateral area only. Maatladru. How much is that? 96 parts. Now quadrilateral area is mentioned as 192 only. What exactly is the relation happened here? Twice. Adigina question, area of the triangle APB. APB triangle area 25 parts, which is equal to double. It becomes double and becomes 50. Fast. Already late అయ్యాము ఇవాళ. ఫార్ములా వెయిట్ మే కదా ఇది. వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ ది సిలిండర్ పై r square h, పై r1 square h1 by పై r2 square h2. పై ఆల్రెడీ క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుంది, అవునా? వాల్యూమ్ రేషియో అడిగారు. రేడియస్ రేషియో 5:6 అంటే న్యూమరేటర్ 25, డినామినేటర్ 36. హైట్స్ రేషియో 3:5 అన్నారు. 3, 5. 5 టైమ్స్ అవుతుంది, 3 12 టైమ్స్ అవుతుంది. 5:12 ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్ చెప్పాలా ఇది? రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ x ప్లస్ y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 135 degrees వచ్చే కాంబినేషన్ తీసుకోవాలి. బట్ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ వన్ థింగ్, వాల్యూ షుడ్ నాట్ బికమ్ ఇన్ఫినిటీ. ఎక్కడ కూడా వాల్యూ ఇన్ఫినిటీ అవ్వకూడదు. ఓకేనా? సో ఆ కాంబినేషన్లో మీరు ఏదైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు, ఎలా అయినా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇట్స్ అప్ టు యూ. ఓకే, మాట్లాడరు. రైట్. సో కెన్ ఐ ఆల్సో టేక్ x is equal to 180 and y is equal to -45? దెన్ x ప్లస్ y is equal to 135 అవుతుందా లేదా? రైట్. సో ఎందుకు ఇలానే తీసుకున్నావు? 90 + 45 కూడా తీసుకోవచ్చు కదా, తీసుకోవచ్చు, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ tan 90? అది రాకూడదు కాబట్టి మనం అది తీసుకోవట్లే కాంబినేషన్. అర్థమైందా? ఇలా ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటున్నావు? నేను 60 అనో 75 degrees తీసుకుంటా, తీసుకోవచ్చు, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. వెన్ యూ నో tan 75 degrees. అందుకని 180 - 45 అనుకున్నా. ఓకేనా? రైట్. నౌ tan 180 న్యూమరేటర్లో 1 - tan x ఉంది కదా, tan 180 0. 1 - tan y, y ఎంత అనుకున్నాం? -45, నాట్ +45. tan -45 is equal to అమ్మా -tan 45 అంతేనా? రైట్. సో ఇన్ దట్ వే ఆల్రెడీ వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ నెగిటివ్ నెంబర్, నెగిటివ్ సింబల్. Minus of minus becomes plus. What is tan 45? Divided by 10. 1 - 0, 1. 1 + 1, 2. So numerator is 2, denominator is 10. Answer simplified value 1/5. X plus y is equal to 135 degrees. That is already mentioned. So you should start with one different combination for x, y. అది ఎలా అయినా తీసుకోవచ్చు, మీరు కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉన్న దానిలో తీసుకోవాలి. The triangle XYZ is, area of the XYZ is 68. Okay. XYZ. P is the midpoint of YZ. So here is P. Next, Q is midpoint of XY. Here it is Q. Then find the area of YPQ. YPQ, this area. Now between XY side, between XY, I'll take midpoint as R. When you join midpoints, the outer triangle is divided into how many equal triangles? Then each triangle will be 1/4 of the outer triangle only. Then out of which we are asked to calculate YPQ, that will be 1/4 of area of triangle XYZ only. 1/4 of 68, how much is that? 17, huh? 17 double 34, correct. Yes, 17. Yes, 17. Now if A lies in the first quadrant and 7 cot A is equal to 6, 7 cot A is equal to 6, and we were asked to calculate, find out the value of something. Okay. Now, so here sin theta, sin A, cos A we have. But you know that from this equation, cot A is equal to 6/7, correct? In the numerator, if you take sin A common, what do you get? 10 - 5 cos A by sin A, which is cot A value we know, right? And even in the denominator also I will take sin A common. What do you get? 2 cos A by sin A, that is 2 cot A, plus sin A gets cancelled, right? Just need to substitute cot A value here. 10 - 5 into 6/7 by 2 into 6/7 plus 1. Simplify చేస్తారమ్మా మీరు? 40/19 అంట, ఫస్ట్ ఆప్షన్ అంట ఆన్సర్. PQ are 3 points on a circle such that the angles subtended by the chord PQ, PR at the center O are 120 degrees, 100 degrees respectively. Okay, QPR. Okay, there is a circle, 3 points are there. Let me take P, Q, R. Yes, PQR is a triangle, and here we have a center. From the center, PQ and PR makes an angle. Okay, now PQ, this angle, how much is this mentioned? 120 degrees. Next, PR, this angle, how much is this? 100. Okay, now at the center, sum of all three angles must be equal to, already out of 360 we have 120 and 100, right? That is 220 covered. Then remaining, come on, 140 is the angle which makes it QR. Next, we were asked to calculate what is the value of angle QPR. QPR, angle at this place. Enta vali? Half of 140, right? ఈ ఆపోజిట్ సైడ్కి ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా హాఫ్ ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకో చెప్తా. మనకి PQR ఏంటి? ట్రయాంగిల్. ట్రయాంగిల్ యాంగిల్ ఎంత? 180. మనకి సెంటర్లో ఏముంది? సర్కిల్ యాంగిల్ ఎంత? అంటే ట్రయాంగిల్ అనేది సర్కిల్తో కంపేర్ చేస్తే ఎంత అవుతుంది? కాబట్టి ఈ ఆపోజిట్ యాంగిల్స్ అనేవి ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ హాఫ్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకేనా? కమాన్. సో ఇప్పుడు యాంగిల్ ఎట్ ఆర్ కావాలి. అదెంత అవ్వాలి? హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ 120. యాంగిల్ ఎట్ క్యూ ఎంత అవ్వాలి? హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ 100 degrees. ఆపోజిట్ సైడ్ యాంగిల్, సెంటర్ దగ్గర ఆపోజిట్లో ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ యాంగిల్కి హాఫ్ ఉంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ అయిపోయిందా ఇది? రైట్. సో a పవర్ 3x ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు b పవర్ 3y ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు c పవర్ 3z and value is not equal to 0. And at the same time we have one more equation, a cube is equal to bc. 2 days back or 3 days back I told you, so there will be few questions where we'll take numbers and then we'll start. So take the first condition, a cube is equal, a power 3x is equal to b power 3y is equal to c power 3z. All the values are equal, am I right? That happens only when a is equal to b is equal to c, and at the same time x is equal to y is equal to z. I'll take this value is equal to 1 and this value is also equal to 1. Okay, now 1 power anything, 1 only, 1 1. Okay, now a power 3x amma ante 1 power 3 is equal to 1 power 3 is equal to 1 power 3. First condition satisfy ayinda? Matladru. Check the second condition also. A cube is equal to bc or not. A is equal to 1, 1 cube 1, bc in the sense 1 into 1, 1. Both conditions satisfied? So you can definitely start with a, b, c values as 1 and x, y, z values as 1. Now numerator in your question, xy 1, yz 1, xz 1 divided by yz 1. How much is your answer? 3. That's all. Over? Yes.